Think about this. Why do winter mornings feel like the ultimate enemy? You hit snooze, your bed feels like a warm cocoon, and somehow, getting up feels like climbing Everest. What if I told you that most people sabotage their mornings without even realizing it? That foggy, sluggish feeling isn't just winter blues, it's your routine betraying you. Here's the kicker: the difference between dragging yourself through the morning and crushing it starts in the very first 5 minutes. But almost everyone gets it wrong. You've heard the usual advice: drink water, stretch a bit. But what if those tiny tweaks aren't enough? What if you're setting yourself up for failure before your feet even hit the floor? Most people stumble through winter mornings because they rely on brute force willpower. That alarm rings, and they fight against their own biology. Your body craves warmth and comfort. It's literally wired to resist leaving the bed in the cold. That's why your motivational pep talk often fails. But here's the secret most people miss. You don't have to fight your biology, you have to work with it. Imagine your morning like a race car. You don't just step on the gas and hope for the best. You warm up the engine, check the tires, and make sure everything's aligned. That's exactly what we're going to do with your body and mind in the next few minutes. By the end, you'll know the foolproof way to turn that winter dread into unstoppable energy. But before I show you the full method, let me ask you, have you ever noticed how some people bounce out of bed like it's nothing while others struggle for hours? It's not luck, it's strategy. And the good news? You're about to learn it. Think about this. Why do winter mornings feel like the ultimate enemy? You hit snooze, your bed feels like a warm cocoon, and somehow getting up feels like climbing Everest. You're not alone in this struggle. Millions of people wake up feeling like they've already lost the day before it even begins. But here's the truth that most people don't realize. That foggy, sluggish feeling isn't just winter blues. It's not just bad luck or a sign that you're weak-willed. It's your routine betraying you. It's the habits you've unknowingly built that make mornings feel impossible. Here's a surprising fact. Your body doesn't actually want to fight you. It craves rhythm, predictability, and warmth. When that alarm blares at 6 a.m., your body isn't being stubborn. It's doing exactly what it's designed to do. Evolution didn't prepare us for heated bedrooms, coffee machines, and schedules that start before sunrise. Your brain is wired to conserve energy, stay warm, and resist leaving the safety of your bed. And when you fight against that natural programming with sheer willpower, guess what happens? You lose, almost every time. But here's the kicker. You don't have to fight your biology. You don't have to treat yourself like some lazy failure. There's a smarter way, an approach that works with your body instead of against it. Imagine this. Instead of dragging yourself out of bed, you create a system where getting up feels almost effortless, where the cold doesn't feel like a wall but a challenge you're ready for. And the best part? Once you nail this, the energy you create in those first few minutes sets the tone for your entire day. Most people stumble through winter mornings because they rely entirely on brute force willpower. That alarm rings, and they fight against every cell in their body that's saying, stay here, stay warm, don't move. They might chug coffee, splash cold water on their face, or scroll through their phone hoping to magically wake up. And yet, by 9 a.m., they're already exhausted. That's because they've been approaching mornings the wrong way. Brute force doesn't win this battle. Strategy does. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine your morning as a race car engine. You don't just jump in, slam the gas, and hope it drives perfectly. You warm up the engine, check the tires, make sure the fuel is ready. That's exactly how your body and mind work. If you try to blast into your day without preparation, you'll sputter, stall, and waste energy. But if you approach it strategically, you can accelerate with precision, efficiency, and momentum. And yes, even on the coldest, darkest mornings of winter. Here's a question for you. Have you ever noticed how some people bounce out of bed like it's nothing, while others struggle for hours? It's not luck. It's not about who's more disciplined or stronger. It's about method. Those people who seem unstoppable, they've learned to hack their mornings. They've built routines that work with their biology, not against it. And today, you're going to learn that method. Before we get into the exact steps, let's talk about the mistakes that most people make. Number 1, hitting snooze. You think those extra 5 to 10 minutes will help, but in reality, you're putting your body into a state of sleep fragmentation. Every time you doze off again, you're confusing your circadian rhythm and making it harder to wake up fully. That foggy, groggy feeling, that's your brain screaming, stop messing with my sleep cycles. Mistake number 2, relying solely on coffee. I know, coffee feels like a life raft in the morning, especially when it's cold. But if your body doesn't have the proper wake-up signals first, movement, light exposure, hydration, Coffee is just a temporary patch. It might mask your sluggishness for an hour, but then the crash comes, and you feel worse than before. Mistake number 3, leaving your environment unoptimized. Think about it. If you wake up to a dark, cold, and cluttered room, your brain associates the morning with discomfort. You're basically telling your nervous system, stay cozy, don't move. Environment matters more than most people realize. Simple tweaks, like exposing yourself to light immediately, keeping the bedroom slightly cooler so your body is primed to warm up, or arranging things so that the first movements are easy, can make a massive difference. Now, here's a mini light bulb moment. Mornings aren't about brute force. They're about momentum. You don't need to do everything perfectly. You need a chain of small wins that your body can follow. Movement activates your metabolism. Hydration signals your organs to wake up. Light tells your brain it's time to produce cortisol, the natural get-up-and-go hormone. And when you combine these in the right sequence, you create a morning that practically launches you out of bed. Let me share a quick analogy. Think of your core stability in exercise, the foundation of a skyscraper. If your foundation is weak, the building wobbles no matter how strong the rest of the structure is. Mornings work the same way. If the foundation, the first 5 minutes, is weak, no amount of coffee, pep talks, or motivational videos will save your day. You need to start strong, set up the right sequence, and then let momentum carry you forward. By the way, this isn't some abstract theory. I've experimented with this personally and with countless clients. The mornings that follow this approach aren't just better, they feel almost magical. You move faster, think clearer, and even small wins feel energizing. That sluggish, dreaded winter morning, gone, replaced with a feeling of control and purpose. So here's the question I want you to keep in your mind as we go deeper. Are you willing to stop fighting your biology and start working with it? Because the difference between a morning that drains you and one that fuels you isn't effort. It's strategy, sequence, and smart triggers. And this is just the start. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the exact steps to win your winter mornings. From simple tweaks you can implement immediately, to intermediate hacks that amplify your energy, all the way to advanced strategies that make waking up effortless, even when it's freezing outside. By the end of this video, you won't just know what to do. You'll feel ready to take action. You'll have the knowledge and the motivate. Ion to turn that dreaded winter morning into a launching pad for your best day ever. Think about this. Why do winter mornings feel like the ultimate enemy? You hit snooze, your bed feels like a warm cocoon, and somehow getting up feels like climbing Everest. Millions of people struggle with this, but here's the truth. That foggy, sluggish feeling isn't just winter blues. It's your routine betraying you. The habits you've unknowingly built make mornings feel impossible. Here's the kicker. Your body isn't lazy. It craves rhythm, warmth, and predictability. When that alarm blares, your brain is literally doing what it's designed to do: conserve energy and resist leaving the safety of your bed. And when you fight against it with sheer willpower, you almost always lose. But you don't have to fight your biology. You can work with it. Imagine your morning like a race car. You don't just jump in and slam the gas. You warm up the engine, check the tires, and get the fuel ready. That's exactly how your body and mind should start the day. Approach it strategically, and even the coldest, darkest mornings can become moments of unstoppable energy. Most people sabotage their mornings with mistakes, like hitting snooze, relying solely on coffee, or waking up in an unoptimized environment. Each of these triggers grogginess and drains energy before the day even begins. Here's a mini light bulb moment. Mornings aren't about brute force, they're about momentum. Small wins in the first 5 minutes, movement, hydration, light exposure, set off a chain reaction that makes the rest of the day easier. Think of it like building a skyscraper. If your foundation is weak, the rest wobbles. Your first 5 minutes of the morning are that foundation. Strengthen it, and the entire day runs smoother, clearer, and with purpose. So here's the question. Are you ready to stop fighting your biology and start working with it? Because the difference between dragging yourself through winter mornings and launching into them with energy is an effort. It's strategy, sequence, and smart triggers. In the next section, I'll show you exactly how to fix the mistakes most people make and finally win your mornings.